Hey, what's up? It's Jay Johnson back at it, and I just want to give you a quick impression of the iPhone XR. It's only been about 24 hours, and think I like it. It's much better than the 8 Plus. It's far as it's a little bit smaller in form than the 8 Plus, but the screen's bigger. So I think the 8 Plus was 5.5, I believe, 5.5 inch. This is 6.1. So you're getting a smaller device, but with a bigger screen. For those of you who are still using the older iPhones, well, not really older, but anything not A10 or better, you still have a home button. There's some things you have to get used to. One thing is, if you say you want to unlock your phone, normally you would just use Touch ID. There's no fingerprint sensor. So you would tap to wake. That unlock shows it's been face unlocked, and then you swipe up to get into your phone. Another thing is if you want to look at your pull up a recent app, you go this way and swipe, and you swipe up to get rid of it. If you're looking at an app and then you want to get rid of that app, you swipe up. It's like instead of hitting your home button, you go to the corner here to pull up your control center. So before you swipe up, remember how you used to swipe up? Well, that's not happening no more. You got to go this way for your control center. And then here you swipe for if you want to go search an app. That's a few things that I'm still getting used to. I'm so trained to do it the other way that it's something that I'm still trying to learn. But it's overall the experience is pretty good so far. So that's one of the things, or the main things that's for me is getting used to is the gestures with the iPhone XR. As far as the experience overall, I think it's great. I'm glad I made that change, especially with the new camera. That's been great with the different portrait modes, because I'm a selfie guy, so I'm definitely happy about the whole selfie different modes. I have some pictures on Twitter and Instagram if you follow me there. So yeah, I'm excited about that. As far as the XR, the thing about the XR is that when they had the Apple event, I was not really excited about it. There were so many leaks about the iPhone XR, I'm not sorry, not the XR, the XS and the SX Max. I'm trying to get these names all these different X names. I wasn't excited about those because they were leaked out, and you kind of knew what the specs were already. You knew they were going to be over $1,000, and I did hear about the third device. It said it was going to possibly be the XR, but we weren't really sure. So when I'm watching the event, I'm like, ho hum, there's a new Apple Watch. That's nice. They did the XS and the XS Max. And I'm like, okay, all right. And then they started talking about the XR, and it started piquing my interest. And I'm like, okay, so this third device, it doesn't have the dual cameras. The specs are pretty much the same, but it's going to be in between the XS and the XS Max. I'm just gonna say 10 because this XS is killing me. So it's in between the 10s and the 10s Max, and it's going to be a 6.1 screen. It's going to be smaller. The battery life is going to be better than both of those and the 8 Plus, which I already have. And even though it doesn't have the dual cameras, it's going to have the portrait mode on the front and back. I'm like, okay, this is cool. But what about that price? So when the price was announced and they said $749, I said, what? Two things. One, I was excited. I was like, yo, I gotta get this. Yo. The other part of me was like, the I, my iPhone 8 Plus was like 8 something. You telling me this is going to be cost? This costs $100 more than the 8 Plus? Nah, man. I just got the 8 Plus. I was pissed. I'm like, damn, I should have waited. That's some BS, man. So I'm sitting here thinking like, I got the 8 Plus on the T-Mobile plan, so I got to pay on that. I got to pay that off before I get the the 10R. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I have to wait till next year to get it. But fortunately, even though I don't have the jump plan, they gave me a courtesy jump. So I was already paid like halfway through my 8 Plus. I can trade my 8 Plus in and then get the 10R, and basically my payment stays the same, and then I'm good from there. One thing I did this time is did get the jump because it has 360 insurance. I think it's called 360 protection, which along with having the jump, I get Apple Care along with that, and I needed it because I actually dropped my phone, my 8 Plus, it's cracked my screen. I had to pay $100. If I would have had the protection, I only would have had to pay 29. So I decided to get the 360 protection. But yeah, man, I was excited about the price because I'm like, wow, this is, you know, for one, people were talking about how the prices are going up on the iPhone, which it is more expensive than last year's 8 because last year's 8 was like 649, but it's still cheaper than the 8 Plus. Well, it was cheaper than the 8 Plus. So for me, I was excited that I get all these features that the big boys, the flagship luxury brands get, but I get better battery life, and I still get the same camera quality. And for me, I actually tweeted not too long before the event. I said I wish we could have a smaller device with great battery life and a great camera, and that's what I got. It was exactly what I was looking for. And then the fact that we got different colors, I can still get my product red right away. It was great. No complaints. And then I hear about the YouTubers saying, "Oh, 720p, 720p." It's not a 720p screen, folks. It's the 828p screen. And if you watch a video on YouTube and you set it at 1080p, it's going to render. It's going to render down to the 828. So it's not going to be 720p. I wish people would stop saying that. It's more. It's a better high definition, whatever you want to call it, picture than 720p. It's 828. As far as everything else with it, specs wise, I mean, I'll go through that when I do the review. I'm not really a specs person, but I'll go through, any other things on the phone. Maybe I'll do some camera comparisons or a camera video. But a lot of it's going to be based on what you want to see. If you have any questions that you want me to answer or make a video about. But that's the main thing I want to do. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video talking about my first experience and impressions. And I have to say, man, I'm a phone junkie. I love tech, and especially smartphones. This was probably the one phone that really got me excited because I have the quest for the perfect phone, and I know there's never going to be something that's perfect. But I've always said, if you follow me on Twitter, on social media, I've always said, man, I don't care. It doesn't have to have a 2K screen. It doesn't have to have all that. I just want something that A, gets consistent updates for a long amount of time. iPhone, you're going to get about at least 5 years of updates. I want something with great battery life. The 10R, great battery life. I want something with a great camera and great video camera. I got it. And it's something that I can stick in my pocket. My 8 Plus, great phone. But I was turning into we used to crack on the girls who used to put their phone in their back pocket. I was turning into one of them because I don't wear the baggy jeans and pants no more. I wear stuff that kind of fit. So you got the 8 Plus in your pocket and it's bulging out in the front looking all crazy. It wasn't working with my lifestyle. I go to the gym, I got this big ass phone in my front pocket. It didn't work with my lifestyle. I had to, go with the Apple Watch because I can save my music on there, back it up, and then use my AirPods with my Apple Watch because the 8 Plus was just way too bulky to carry. This is a lot more slim. It's something I can carry in my front pocket when I go work out, things of that nature. So man, I'm just right now. I'm just happy I got it. And this is a long term device. Uh, it's not something that I feel like next year I'm going to be going to get something else. You know what I mean? I know that I've done that the past few years, but it's because there was always something lacking. Uh, you know, the 7 was nice, but it was smaller. It didn't have the portrait mode options and stuff like that. No wireless charging. So I moved up to the 8 Plus. The 8 Plus had the portrait mode, but no portrait mode in the front because I'm a selfie dude. I ain't ashamed of it. I know a lot of tech YouTubers ain't into the selfie thing. I am. Check out my Instagram. You'll see it. So it didn't have it in the front. It was bulky, but it had great battery life. Now I got the best of both worlds. I got the great camera, slim design, great battery life, and I'm all in on wireless charging. I'm all in on being wireless. You know, with I got the AirPods or any Bluetooth earbuds. I got the wireless charger. I got a charger in my car. I got a wireless charger at work. I got a wireless charger by my nightstand. So for me, I went all in on that. So me right now, man, I'm digging it. But if you have any other questions or like I said before, you want me to make a video about it, just let me know and I'll go ahead and do that for you. But until my next video, um, take it easy. Have a great day and enjoy your tech.